Show up to Thanksgiving with a shaved head and see what happens.
Oh, I did not know it was Silly Goose o'clock, Aunt Helen. I hope you, Aunt Helen, get everything you voted for.
Thanksgiving is upon us, and some TikTok influencers are not coping well with the holiday season. For our main segment today, we're going to take a look at some TikTokers losing it over the holiday season and Thanksgiving in particular. Up first, this interesting TikTok influencer, who's also a hairdresser apparently, has a novel idea about how to troll your father on Thanksgiving dinner.
So you want to get back at your dad for voting for Donald Trump, do you, pumpkin?
No. Wanting revenge on family members because they vote differently than you? Yeah, that's not a normal feeling to have.
I have a great idea. Show up to Thanksgiving with a shaved head and see what happens.
Not the creepy smile. I mean, people might be surprised, but ultimately you're affecting yourself, and that's going to take a real long time to grow back, and you're probably not going to be very happy with the way that you look. So the biggest loser there is just going to be you, not your Trump-supporting family. Like, I'm pretty sure they'll just go about their business and help themselves to some extra stuffing.
You get extra points if you consider yourself a daughter of an American dad. Ooh, that would light his ass up, wouldn't it, babe? Because American dads have never really been given the room to adequately express themselves, it makes them real mad when you do for yourself. Even grumpier when you do things that are outside of what is acceptable to do with your appearance, like shaving your head. Other dad mad options would include getting a tattoo on your face or your neck or even your hands, maybe.
Okay, now this is truly terrible advice because your hair will grow back, but you really can't undo a face tattoo. At least it's extraordinarily difficult and painful and expensive to even attempt to get that removed. So to make a decision like that, which personally, I don't think looks great, but to each their own. If you like that, I mean, by all means, it's your body, but don't make that decision to spite someone else in the moment when your fifis are upset over an election result. That's unhinged, and it's absolutely terrible advice from an influencer, especially one who is a hairstylist and a cosmetologist or whatever, and is supposed to actually give people good advice about their appearance. Instead, we're getting whatever this unhinged nonsense is.
Ooh, or a facial piercing. That'll really set him off.
That sounds painful. And again, it's not healthy to be so obsessed with wanting to upset your loved ones or troll them as a full-grown adult. It's giving 15-year-old teenage angst, not mature adult who can handle disagreement.
I love doing shit like that so much. I even want to help you on your dad mad journey, cutie. If you're in my area between now and the first of the year and you would like to shave your head before you go home for the holidays, I'll do it for you for free. I think this is your sign to be unapologetically you this holiday season, pumpkin. Let me know if I can help. See you then.
Anyone else kind of have the heebie-jeebies from this? But yeah, sorry, this isn't normal, this isn't healthy, and you shouldn't want to be encouraging people to antagonize their family members and start strife over the holiday season. That's demented. But that makes it, sadly, par for the course for some of these Thanksgiving TikToks that we're going to continue to run through today. The next one is actually frightening after a quick message from today's sponsor.
Today I'm going to show you how to use pumpkin spice pronouns and sentences, so let's go. I can realize it.
That's better. Sometimes I feel absolutely cooked at the end of a long day, wading through TikTok brain rot and more insanity from the Wi-Fi password community. One thing that helps me cope and regenerate some of my destroyed brain cells is a cup of tea from my friends over at Lion's Tea Exchange, the sponsor of today's show. Founded by my friend and fellow YouTuber Sydney Watson, this delicious tea is sourced from across the globe, from Nepal to Japan, but made in America and packaged meticulously by hand. I love the lemon ginseng tea to sip and unwind after a day of dealing with Delulu. If you too need something to bring you some peace in this increasingly insane world, go to the link on screen or in the description and check out Lion's Tea Exchange today. Plus, if you use the promo code BRAD, you can get 10% off your order. Check out Lion's Tea Exchange now. So up next, this kind and warm TikTok influencer has a hilarious and gentle-hearted suggestion for how to prepare food for your Trump-supporting family members this holiday season. Take a look. Ooh, pumpkin. Who doesn't like pumpkin pie? Okay, what is that? Cranberry sauce. I like that. Yeah, that's nice. Prepare that for your family. Socks? Why are there socks involved in this recipe? Oh, that's a weapon. That's violent. I hope this was a joke. I'm gonna go off the assumption that it's a joke. But like, it's still actually bad to joke about physically hurting people because they disagree with you. Like, that's actually bad, okay? Now, in the most maddening and insufferable of all the TikTok videos we have to watch today, here's one from Mrs. Frazzle, the former teacher turned woke influencer who makes videos about how to gentle parent people. And in this case, how to gentle parent your family members that support Trump at Thanksgiving dinner. Take a listen and try not to lose too many brain cells.
Oh, I did not know it was silly goose o'clock, Aunt Helen.
Why are you speaking to your grown adult aunt like a toddler? Maybe this is why you got uninvited from Thanksgiving, most likely.
It's been 3 weeks and you're still breaking out that election cheer, huh?
As if liberals don't spend years after the election result melting down and complaining when it doesn't go their way. Come on now.
Wow. I'll catch a bubble. No, everyone here has to be inside with you. So please use your inside voice. Got it? Got it?
Telling a grown adult to catch a bubble and got it? Like, you are the problem. Trump's rise only happened because of the cultural dominance of insufferable woke elites like this person, who look down on half the country and genuinely think that you must be a mental toddler if you dare disagree with their infinite wisdom. But the comments of this lady's videos are just full of adoring liberal Americans saying, oh yes, I'm going to do exactly this to my family who are so stupid and vote Republican. This is why we are where we are. Look in the mirror.
Oh, I remember. You were super scared of things changing. Well, I hope you, Aunt Helen, get everything you voted for.
Well, that's a pretty nasty sentiment. Of course, I think we all know what she means by that. But also, give me a break. The idea that people only vote differently from you because they're afraid of how much the world is changing. No, they actually have different opinions on complicated subject matters and areas that vastly impact people's life, from the border to the economy to foreign policy. It's not just, oh, there's the open-minded, tolerant liberals on one side and then the closed-minded, ignorant people who are scared of change on the other. You're coming off as insanely closed-minded and intellectually arrogant. But other than that, you're doing amazing.
Oh, big feeling. Do you want to go to the calm down corner together? You can take Penny. There's no kids in there. But touch your listening ears, please. It is time to think of other things to talk about. Do you need some help?
Not her acting like it's only Republicans who want to talk about politics at Thanksgiving. That is not true. We've all been around our share of insufferable woke liberals who can't help but inject politics into everything and make everything political. To be clear, people on both sides do this, and they should both stop. They should grow up and learn how to compartmentalize and leave certain topics off the table if people can't talk about them and get along. But it is not something that just Republicans do or just Democrats. And so to frame it like that, like she does in her video, is really disingenuous.
Well, the reason they're upset is because you keep talking about freedom, but you don't want freedom. You just want to feel like you're special and better. So think in your brain, what freedom do you want that doesn't involve taking it from someone else? That is so interesting that you remember it that way.
Freedom of speech, Second Amendment freedoms, economic freedoms, freedom to keep my own money, freedom to choose where my kids go to school, freedom to choose whether to join a union or not. I could go on and on and on, but many, many concerns about wanting more freedom have nothing to do with taking freedoms away from other people. You have a complete and total straw man vision of the other side politically, at least in this video. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut it off there for today. I can't handle any more Mrs. Frazzle in one sitting without incurring permanent brain damage. Hopefully these TikToks brought you a little bit of a laugh. Thankfully, most of the content I've been seeing out there has been decidedly less deranged than these videos. But of course, on the fringe corners of the internet, there will always be crazy people saying crazy things, and there will always be the Brad versus Everyone podcast to make fun of them for your viewing pleasure. Make sure you're subscribed if you aren't yet, and do hit that like button before you go, and remember to comment with your thoughts.